Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Final Fantasy X Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we just made it on into a brand new area known as Kilika, but before we actually did go and head off into this place, we did have to go and battle with two different bosses. We had to go and battle with Sin, and not only that, but we did have to go and battle with the underwater boss known as Ukules. Now, with Ukules, is that there is a special hidden item that you can go and pick up from him. Unfortunately, we do not have that special item with us, but it would be something nice to go and have later on throughout here within this part of the area, because if I'm not mistaken, that item is somewhat very helpful throughout different water enemies, and I want to say that item is super effective against for those type of enemies that we're going to be meeting up with. So, even though that we don't have it, we'll keep on going by with the items that we do have, and we'll see what else that we could go and pick up along within our way. Now, I believe Kilika Temple is our next up-and-coming main objective that we do have to go and do. But for right now, I do have some other things that I do want to go and take care of, which I'll go into more detail a little bit later on for right now. Now, I want to say that right here in this particular segment, we are going to have to go and see Yuna doing some sort of specialty type of dance for all the citizens that have been around here in the village. Now, unfortunately, some of them didn't make it, so I believe for what Yuna has to go and do is try to bring all those souls and send it into a different part of a certain afterlife for those guys there. That's going to happen. Now, within these two videos for today, not only are we going to be doing our time out here with Final Fantasy X, but we are also, of course, going to be going and diving on into some more of our time of the Yokai Watch 4. We are going to have to go and do the Chapter 10 of the last little bit of the chapter that's going to happen within the main story. Now, there is going to be a special Chapter 11. I think we'll go through a little bit of that area as well as see what's going to happen from there. Don't know if we have to go and complete off with a lot of different other quests and other things that's going to happen throughout our way. But we are, of course, going to have to go about with the third phase of the Overseer. And this one, I want to say his name is known as the Matson Overseer. So that's going to be pretty crazy to go and see what's going to happen within that. But now we get to go and see the Yuna dance that's going to happen. So let's go and finally see what this is going to be all about. Oh boy. Now, one thing that I do want to go and talk about is that within a few, well, I want to say within a week's time, actually, because I think right now during the time of this actual recording here is actually the 24th right now, and we're getting very close to Royal Rumble time, and I am very excited to see what's going to happen. I just went and saw the CM Punk and Cody Rhodes segment that was going on Monday, and I am super pumped for what is going to happen for there, and hopefully you guys are also excited if you guys are WWE fans about what's going to happen within the Royal Rumble. And let me know in the comments down below is who do you want to see actually win the Rumble for this year. For me personally, I think well, within my top three, I would want to say at least Cody, for him to go and at least try to finish off the story. Another one would probably have to be a CM Punk, of course, because I know that CM Punk just came back and he's ready to go for another run, and I think this could be his main shot where he can finally get that WrestleMania event that he's always been wanting for such a long time before he left the company. And then my third top, well, hopefully my third top guy, hopefully to at least go and win the Rumble, would probably be Drew McIntyre, you know. Because like that would be cool if he can actually go and try to win another Royal Rumble again. But seeing Cody go and win it back to back, something like that before, that would be something really nice. Now, I'm pretty certain, I think, who was it? Stone Cold? I think Stone Cold actually won the Rumble at least 3 different occasions within his within his tenure of the company and whatnot. And I'm pretty certain, I think his last one was in 2001. So I wonder who would be able to go and probably try to beat that Royal Rumble win out of Stone Cold. I don't think nobody can ever go and beat that because you have to do that back to back to back, I think, right? But there we go. So now Yuna has went and completed off with the dance, and it seems like everything is now okay for the time being for all those unfortunate people that got hit by Sin's type of attack that happened. I know that there was some wild stuff that was happening during that time.
Tough, being a summoner.
Yuna chose her own path. She knew from the beginning what it meant. All we can do is protect her along the way until the end.
Until the end? What's the end?
Everybody's looking at us now. Again, it's just, well, again, it's just all about with this toxin, right?
Until she defeats sin.
Yeah, just blame it all on cis toxin. Because sometimes we kind of forget sometimes.
I hope I did okay.
You did very well. They've reached the far plane by now, but no tears next time. Hmm?
I wished there would never be a
No, we're
next
gonna
time.
try to make sure that that does
No more
not ever
people being
happen
killed by
again.
sin. No more sin.
I just blame the guy that went and shot the
Everyone stood
harpoon
there
at Sin
watching.
and then actually decided to
It was
bring along with
strange
this
and
terrible
somehow
attack that happened to
horrifying.
Kilika.
I never wanted to see it again.
But now we get to go and actually explore a little bit around within this area and see what's going to happen around over here. Now, go and read the dialogue that's going to happen within this kid here once we go and speak to him, because this is so hilarious, man. It says, I'm going to go and grow up to be a blitzball. That's so hilarious. Like, I think for some reason, it's like they probably missed a little bit of a part within that text description. It said I should have been like, when I grow up, is that I want to be a blitzball player, not an actual blitzball. All I can literally think of is if you guys ever watched HD Bailey back in the day, and he's like a favorite YouTuber of mine, just like Nintendo Capri Sun or like Sugar Convoy or someone of that type of nature, because he's been around for like a really long while. And I remember watching his Final Fantasy X HD Let's Play, and I could just really just think about like him just like banging his head on the table, just going, what the heck is this? Why would anybody ever go and literally put a text dialogue and say, I want to be a blitzball when I grow up? But let's go and talk to this guy, because apparently, for some reason, well, for what that other character was talking about was that that character has some sort of what Sin's Toxins is all about. But we can't really go and head off too far into that next area, so we'll have to go and start making our way on into another place, which that is going to be happening right back over to where Waka is going to be now. But I want to say, before you actually go and speak on into Waka, you want to make sure that you pick up with that primer, because that's going to be something very nice to go and have for more extra letters, right? So now we actually have A, B, C, and D at this point. So we have like quite a bit of letters so far. Guys, it was only 4. But again, those letters, they will disappear very quickly, so you want to make sure to go and pick them up beforehand.
On to the temple, where we pray for victory. Go! High Summoner O'Holland used to live in the Kilika.
Well, that's where we're going. That's our objective.
Yep. Lord O'Holland was once a great blitzer, you know.
Waka. Praying for victory's all good. But is this right?
Something wrong with enjoying blitzball?
Is this really the time?
This is the only time. The players fight with all their strength. The fans cheer for their favorite team. They forget pain, suffering. Only the game matters. That's why Blitz has been around for so long. At least that's what I think.
Whatever you say.
Let's play and win, right?
Right.
Temple's beyond the jungle there.
Well, I guess ever since a calamity that just went and happened around over here, you would probably want to at least kind of get at least something off your chest, right? And you may probably want to do some blitzball. But yeah, so as you guys just went and saw there is a mart that you can go and buy some items. Now, there is one thing that you do want to go and buy for Kamari, and that is the Secret Armlet. I just went and bought that, and also switched around with one of Lulu's items, so didn't really want to go and do too much there, but anyways, let's just go and keep on hanging on down our way here and jumping on into this little segment. Now, I don't know if there's anything that's gonna like be special that's gonna happen within here, but we just want to save somebody just to make sure that that whole entire part doesn't like fall down into the water there with her in it. But we saved her life, so that is something good right there. Don't know if there's gonna be like a special reward or something later on once we go and do something like that, but anyways, let's just go and head off into the actual foresty type of area, the Kilika Woods. That's gonna happen within our way as well too. Now there is a special item that you can go and pick up for Waka, which unfortunately I'm not going to be able to go and do that here for today, but we'll have to go and do that for the next episode, and that's going to be what is going to be known as the Scout Blitz Ball item that you can go and give, and I believe that actually does ice type damage, and there is going to be quite a bit of some bug enemies that's going to be around, and that will be a very big help to go and destroy out those guys. I believe they are overkill attacks, so you can go and destroy them in one hit, and then you can get some free nice good points and other different spheres that you can go and use for.
He's a newbie.
Not a guardian, then. I just want him
Yeah, so Yuna apparently wants us to go and just be sticking by with her for a little while.
What do you mean?
It's just that... Well,
We're all going to the temple anyway. Can't this wait till later?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have...
There's nothing to be sorry about. I'm just not really sure what's going on.
My
Yeah, I don't
apologies.
think we don't really know what's going on anyways. But there's Kamari. Now, there's something very special with Kamari, and we're going to go and do something very special around over here within one of the battles that we're going to be facing off with. Now, do you remember a character that we went and did before back in our last series of Final Fantasy IX? Well, if you guys remember about with Kina and him and his blue magic spells, well, apparently it seems like not only that within here in the previous game, but in Final Fantasy X, we could actually be able to go and bring out with Kamari, and he will actually have special powers that he can be able to absorb special abilities from other enemies. So, even though that is not kind of like blue magic spells in a way, I guess you could kind of say it, but like... In a way that we could go and just kind of use these different other enemies' attacks and kind of use them to our advantage. So there we go. So we got ourselves with that there. Now, this battle in particular is that I'm going to be doing quite a bit of things that's going to happen, and you guys are going to be seeing why. Now, during this battle here, I am going to bring out with Valor, and we're going to just summon him out, and we're just going to just do some extra boosting, and that's literally about it, because I want to go and use the boost that I have against with Valor later on, because when we go and start heading on into Lord Ocho, which I believe he is the next boss here within this area of the Kilika Woods, I want to make sure to go and have Valor and have the boosted type of overdrive attack, so that we can get that overkill at the very end of that boss battle, so that we can pick up with everything that we do need from there. So let's get us out for another Steed Cannon. We're all good. We're going to go and dismiss that out for right now and bring back with everybody that we originally do have. Now also too, don't forget that you could also go and change around with any of your characters, and you can actually be able to get that experience for each of your different members on your team. And that's what I also did with the off recording as well too. Now, with it here, I am going to do something very special, and I'm going to go and get myself with the loner drive so that I can go and give that over to where Lulu's going to be. Now, mind you, from what you guys are going to probably be saying is, Prox, why the heck are you going and attacking your own teammates? Well, we need to get ourselves with a special brand new ability, and that's what I'm going to go and do for Lulu. So as you guys go and see, I just went and set up for the magic attack and set that out onto Prox there, but we will be doing that onto Yuna as well, unfortunately, and yeah, so you can also go and attack yourself, and that's what we're also going to do as well. So we're just going to try to make sure that both with Prox and Yuna do get knocked out. And this is kind of like the only way that you can basically be able to get this other type of other special overdrive mode. Now, it will take you a little bit of some time for the loner drive to go and come across. I wish I was able to do that here for Prox as well too, or to say aka known as Titus back in the time of the abandoned structure, because that would have been really helpful for that. But I totally forgot about doing it though. But at least, you know what? At least we got ourselves with one of them so far. We will be doing that for the rest of the other characters as well. Just have to find the right type of enemy to make sure to go and do this for a while. Now, with Lulu's loader drive that I had to go and pick up, it did take me around like at least 6 minutes for it to go and happen. So just make sure that you just keep on defending over and over and over again, and at some point you will get yourself with a special type of text dialogue that will say, hey, you got the loader drive and you're all good to go. Now we're just going to go and set up for the fire damage once again there, and we're going to go and launch it right off at the well, over at Yuna. I'm still trying to get over the way of how this control functionality works, because like I'm still like messing up all the time with me trying to land this out here. So now I finally got it. Jeez. Yeah, sometimes the cursor is like really annoying to like guide around just to like make sure exactly what you're trying to do here. That's kind of funny. I just love like the the hit attack. Alright, there we go. And let's do this one more other time here. And yeah, great. The annoying cursor again. There we go. Well, with the fire. And then burn down Yuna there. Alright, so now it's just only just with us for at this point in time. Gonna wait a little bit. Now we got ourselves with the loner. So now we're good. So now we have both with Stoic and loner at this point in time. I know that later on we'll probably go and just use Lulu maybe just by herself later on anyways. But there we go. Now we're just gonna kind of bring some Phoenix Downs with us. And we're just gonna do that here very quickly. Alright, just heal ourselves back up once more, and then hopefully try to revive back up with Yuna as well, and I think we should be good to get all this experience that we do need back, so... Alright, yeah. Trying to remind myself where the heck Yuna is gonna be. There we go. We're with Yuna back, we're all good. And now just do the fire damage, and launch it out. Perfect. Alright, so good job on that front. We'll probably not get really too much of anything, but hey, you know what? At least it's something. Got ourselves with a Mana Sphere. But we're going to go and end off the episode for today. I'll be see you guys in the next one when we go about with the next upcoming boss with this, within this game. And I'll be seeing you for when that time does happen. And of course, peace.